Hello everyone, welcome to my channel English Tutor. Today I want to tell you an inspiring journey of a mountaineer who reached the summit of Mount Everest and became one of the first two individuals to achieve this feat. And his name is Tenzing Norgay. Mountaineering or mountain climbing is one of the most dangerous adventure sports. Mountaineers must be able to go through a wide variety of conditions. So, this climbing tests their physical as well as mental strength and stamina. Let's start the topic. Onto the summit, we reach the top. First paragraph shows how determined Tenzing Norgay was. I was to get to the top even if I die. This statement tells us he was really passionate about his dream, to be there on the top of the mountain. And to achieve that goal, he was ready to pay the price. In second paragraph, he appreciates his teammate Edmund Hillary. They both handled every situation fearlessly. Their bonding was really admirable. As we have seen in introduction, Tenzing was a Nepali Indian Sherpa mountaineer. It means Nepali language speaker but Indian citizen. His love for country is evident in next paragraphs. When Colonel Hunt gave him 3 flags to put on the top of the Mount Everest, he told Hunt that he was carrying the Indian flag with him. Further, he asked for permission to put Indian flag on the top along with the flags, those of Britain, United Nations and Nepal. Hunt was the leader of that expedition, so it was Tenzing's duty to take permission for every single task which he was going to perform. Hunt was glad to hear this and he gave that permission. They left Camp 9 on Friday morning and after 1 hour of steady going, they reached to a place where they had to pass up a steep line of rocks. Next challenge was a snow-covered incline, sloping less and less as it neared the top. They kept up the same steady pace. They were tied together with a rope. Here Tenzing mentioned rope as a symbol of togetherness. Success, failure, hard work, everything they experienced together. It means the rope tied them together. They became a team, not two individuals. Tenzing had been asked many times who was first. But it was not important for either Hillary or Tenzing to take credit for being the first person to reach the summit. They both knew this fact that their task was difficult and one could not do it alone. After successful completion of their Mount Everest expedition, when they reached Kathmandu, they discovered a controversy had arisen. But they talked it over. Hillary, Colonel Hunt and Tenzing. Then they made a pact that they will not take part in any such controversy. On 29th May 1953, they finally reached on the top of the mountain. While reaching there, they did the job of anchor alternately. They shared all the responsibilities and reached to their destination. It was really a dream come true moment for both of them. They felt exhilarated and that was the very clear sensation. Tenzing was a spiritual person, so his first thought on reaching the top was a sense of gratitude to God. Before this successful expedition, he was a part of 6 unsuccessful expeditions. Tenzing thought that after having failed for 6 times, God had blessed him with fulfillment of this desire he had held so long. He couldn't kneel because of his clothes and equipment, but he offered a silent prayer in his heart. He places on the summit the offering to God, biscuits, candy, and a little blue pencil which was given by his youngest daughter Nima to place on the top as her offering. The world may consider it as an ordinary blue pencil, but as it was Nima's prized possession, as a father, Tenzing felt proud when he put it on the top. He was really a loving and caring father. Edmund to understand his feeling and gave him a big smile. Then he got out the flags which he had on piece of string about 4 feet long. He fastened one end to his ice axe and Hillary took picture as he held it up. He was wearing a red scarf which his friend Lambert had given him during their previous expedition. Raymond Lambert, Swiss mountaineer and leader of the 1952 Swiss expedition. They were very near to their dream, but unfortunately, only 237 meters below the top, the team started struggling a lot. They could not reach to the top and came back. This was really heartbreaking moment for them. Only positive part of that journey was Tenzing and Lambert's friendship. So, when Tenzing reached to the top, he remembered Lambert and felt that he was with him. Edmund and Tenzing stayed on the top a little more than 15 minutes, as there was no gale or it would have swept them off. Now the next challenge was how to get down safely. Climbing down took less time, but as compared to climbing up, it was more difficult and dangerous too. If you slipped down, you would go into Kangsheng Glacier and there would be no trace of you. Slowly and steadily, they reached to Camp 9. Again, Tenzing thanked God for saving him and helping him to come out of every deadly situation safely. Just above Camp 8, they met some of their teammates. Tenzing raised his arm with thumb up and all other faces flushed with joy. After his feat, he was regarded as a legendary hero by many mountaineers. He became an inspiration for many. He was honored with many medals and awards. Tenzing, Hero of Everest, a biography of Tenzing Norgay by mountaineer and journalist Douglas, is a sensitive appreciation of his life, achievements, and disappointments. In 1978, he published his biography.